former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's McDonald. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
The wide receiver, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 33-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll have a first down past the 40. 20, 10, the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now Goff on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eluding the pressure right, and this is going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Goff now looks to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
For number 28.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And 2.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Goff throwing again. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, that one good for 21 yards. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's going to air it out, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard
So
line.
now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Goff steps away to his left. Is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, McDonald. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over.
2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 1st down, gone. They'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
He was brought down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And we'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 15-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Goff now to throw. Stepping up. And scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald, he'll air this one out deep. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Goes underneath for Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McDonald sets to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Poole. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. After the run, Goff going to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now it's Crowder. 13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
11 on the play. 1st down, Jets.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Purchase on the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Floating one, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and short. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, McDonald. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
New York.
On 1st and 10, McDonald, a screen to Bell. And they get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down, McDonald. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Goff. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll go is inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Rams 21, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they can do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. He's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's got this down to the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3-yard pickup.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The field goal is
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's gone. The kidder here is complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
New York.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
for the 2 points, and that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Jets, 18.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in the end zone. Nifty move. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now he dumps this off over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now the rookie second-round pick. This is Cam Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
12 more yards there and another first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Cobb. All the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gun, they'll try to run it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jets' 15-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. There's Goff. Escaping the pressure right.
He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They go ahead and snap it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Here's McDonald to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And that'll bring up second down. Shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. McDonald. Full left side complete. It's Bell. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 2-yard line. From from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Quickly from Goff to Cup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.